they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this offensive coordinator knew he was coming into a tough environment right away, going to some plays that he thinks have a chance to be successful. And how about this run play here to get things started on the opening drive?
First down and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. There's second down. And they'll give it to the back. First down and more. He's still running. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They keep him guessing with a run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. The TCU Horned Frogs offense comes out for their first possession today. So here you go, an elite running back, Kirk, who's noticed on tape that the defensive front seven has struggled at times. He expects to have a big day.
Yeah, I think he should expect to have a big day, because if he gets to that second level of this defense, he can not only avoid these linebackers, he has the ability to accelerate and get to the end zone. So this defense better do a very good job of squeezing this running back, or it could be a long day.
Trying to find some room. It's Terrell. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to run the hurry up. We'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense, because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bobcats.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14, TCU 0.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. the shotgun run call. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A deep shot to the left side. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Second, and after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, shot to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
And manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up a 2nd manageable here for this offense.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks free in the clear. Touchdown, Texas State. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What an advantage and weapon for this offense to have a tight end that can get this open downfield. You know, he has both the physicality of a fullback and the downfield presence of a wide receiver. Such an advantage going against these undersized defenders, and he made that touchdown look easy.
Can you believe that he's missed the extra point? So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet
broken tackle still going. Refusing to be stopped on this play. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Bobcats. That was a foot race. The defense had no chance. Kirk, serious breakaway speed for that back.
Well, to be able to burst a run like that spans more than half of the field gives this offense so much confidence. And it sends a message to this defense that they're going to have to square up and beat you at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see this happen again.
Texas State 27, TCU 14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He hands it to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here. We'll hand it off. Great screen. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Defense showing blitz here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And the quarterback keeps it here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Texas State offense back on the field now. Last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Launches it deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play. So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. He escapes the pocket. hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Texas State.
Texas State. Number 16 with the grab and the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
34, TCU 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Catch made on the right side. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
The Horned Frogs will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gun slips through his hands. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's wide open. Look out. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And the Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Watch some time, now lets it go. Jukes to get past a man. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, I was really zeroed in there on that wide receiver, just watching his route. Did a nice job against zone coverage of being able to get downfield and then settle into that soft spot to give his quarterback a chance and an easy target for a big gain in a first down.
Brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And the Horned Frogs are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to run it here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the single back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. So clearly the offense content to take this lead into halftime. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Kick it off to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they tackle it at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass rush closing in. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Set to advance on the football.
Oh, and it's muffed. Trouble with the wet football there. He steps out of bounds at the 26. Offense comes out to start this drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Same tailback, another carry. Crosses the 45. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. On the move now. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up the fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The Horned Frogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Ball fielded near the 35. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense on the field to take over. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception of this football game.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. After the PAT, they go up 19. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
23, TCU, 24.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. And the Horned Frogs come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Now it's second down here.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Horned Frogs churn out another first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Quarterback keeps the football. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback keeper. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will be a return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him right at the 24. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really.
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. And he stopped just short down to the 2, but an excellent run.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
TCU 31.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Look at a pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. He shreds the tackle. second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Complete with a running back on his fourth down play. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. Grinding away on the ground. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the route is on.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
57, TCU, 31.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake on first down. He's got a man down the middle. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Well, hey, it didn't go for a touchdown, but this is great execution. Knew exactly what they needed to do. First down, move the sticks.
And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Breaks an open space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets across the 45. That's an excellent return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. Second down play coming up for this offense. He's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So Texas State's offense will get the first swing today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Again, he makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. That's the running back of the ball. The game moves the ball to a 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas State. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown. Bama. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Texas State offense back on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Moves out of the pocket. He's looking deep again. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
And the defense wraps him up.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Motion by the back, defense better adjust. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. After a clutch conversion on fourth down, let's see if they keep feeding the running back here. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, that one's picked off.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. They'll hand it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down here for this offense. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down, number 48. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Down the middle, it's Peterson. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. Alabama getting set for the first and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. He gets loose. Touchdown, tie. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
And that's through the PAT.
Texas State, 7.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen.
And it's home. Man, what a catch. What a grab by the sophomore. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Great job by this offense, answering the bell and getting 6 on the board. We're just an extra point from this thing being all tied up. And you got to think the scoreboard operator isn't done just yet today.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's reeled in. It's Little. He's found some room at the 45. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. End zone ahead.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big game.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They finish off the scoring drive. Well, the call is sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas State. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down, they're going to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Looking for a receiver. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Using his legs, it's Little. As the first down is still going. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Headed for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Looking deep to the right side. Plays a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. On the move now. And he just goes down there for a sack.
You know, once you leave the pocket, you're a fish in shark-infested waters for this defense. They did a good job of getting after him in a hurry.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. 3rd down and a mile. Looking to throw for it. No idea what he was trying to do there, but the end result, it's going to be a safety. Wow.
Well, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50. You're running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Breaking free at midfield. They finally catch the freshman after leading the defense on a chase.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
The Texas State offense back on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Receiver left alone, easy completion. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Back to throw again. It's an out route, the catch made, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. The completion makes it 2nd down. Ball handed to the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grabbed by the receiver. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Not able to connect, incomplete. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. That's reeled in. It's Little. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's a fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down. Alabama now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 3 receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. On the run here, lets it go. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. A chance for just a couple more plays. He's running out of time here. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this 2nd half, the challenge will again be twofold. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were productive in the 1st half, but hurt themselves with turnovers. Let's see if they can fix that here as we get the 3rd quarter going. The first play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there. 2nd down play coming up.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Gets made on the out route. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. There's the handoff. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. 1st down from there.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the 2nd half, working with a lead.
Caught on the outside. It's Cox. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Oh, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Send the back in motion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's caught. It's Cox. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught, second down. Quarterback keeper moving left. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, this is what makes college football so exciting. If you have an athlete like this in the backfield, it's a matter of time before he's going to break one open and make the defense pay. What a run by this quarterback.
Can he get there on the ground? He make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. That run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
They'll run it here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Cox. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal.
Tremendous protection. There's bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Bama. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Texas State, 28.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Bobcats offense back out there. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
To dart to the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Touchdown, Texas State. That's how you finish a play. And now they'll set up for the point after.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. See what the call is on 1st and 10. strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. They bring the punter onto the field now. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. On the return, it will be brought down. Here comes the Texas State offense back out there. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. He escapes the pocket. He finds the running back in the flat. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Just gets it away, taking a shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They make the tackle, but it gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't he make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. They jump on top now here in the 4th. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, that he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of the quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. Quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Game moves the ball to the 43. 1st down coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Catch made on the right side. And they'll get him down that time. A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. And the now goes in motion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Cox. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
One of the great things about this offensive scheme is how they spread the defense out, put a lot of pressure on them because they create a lot of space in the middle. They've been able to get the ball to the slot receiver time and time again.
He's got room to run. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hand off to the single back. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time. This is the 6th play on the drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
We'll give it to the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
On 3rd down, there's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So 5-point game, they need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Touchdown time! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers. Instead, he sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the 4th quarter.
Texas State, 42.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking right, this one caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Let me tell you something, Chris. That is a great play by that defender. You're talking about one of the elite receivers with incredible speed, with space. He's got room to shake and get free and pick up more yards, but a great tackle in the open field right there to prevent it.
Gets made on the out route. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just get 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Can't get it away. The defense has got a really huge stop at this stage of the game. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Defense surrounds and just a short gain on that completion. The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the defense will spend a timeout here, stopping the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Obviously, a high-scoring game, but they just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this one there'd be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly didn't disappoint, but ultimately that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.